And we are live. Happy Beltane, everybody.
Beltane. I'm
Thank you for
excited.
joining me. And for the first time on my channel, Miss Ginger
Yes.
Faye from Ginger Faye Tarot and Musings.
Tarot and
She has,
Divine Musings.
oh, oh, I must have typed it in wrong. I'll have
Oh,
to go
that's
look
no
for it.
worries there.
But she does
Musings
have
amusing.
the link is in the description. Um, Please go ahead and subscribe if you're inclined to Miss Ginger here. Um, First time on my channel, so thank you for joining me. I know it's kind of last minute, but these days with me, it's depending on how my energy is, you know,
Yeah, well, me
just the
too.
way
And I
life
was like,
is.
oh, can I do this? And then, of course, I was mentioning about my son. He, thankfully, that
Hmm.
was short lived. And I'm like, I'm in.
And if you, like I said, if you have to go early, then, I can
9:30,
hang tight.
my alarm usually goes off around 4:30 ish. But I think I can stretch it tonight. This is exciting.
Okay. So I let Tangi know that we were doing a Beltane live, and she said she would
Hi,
love, the three
hi,
card readings. So
Angie.
she was here, our first guest, popping in to say hi. Then we had Nancy from A Crone's Intuition. She's going to be lurking and all watching her TV and
Napping
all her
into
shows. So blessings back to you, Nancy. And we have, Ocean VG. I do not know who you are. Is that one of your subscribers?
That's my son.
Oh, hi, son. Welcome up. And there she
He's
is.
one of my
Beep
biggest
boop.
fans.
And Tangi's birthday was actually Saturday.
Oh, happy
So,
birthday.
yes, I gave her a private, happy birthday reading last night.
Did
It was a
you?
blast.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun was that?
So, Tangi, finally today around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun came out. It was glorious. I laid in bed and fell asleep with my kitty for almost 2 hours.
Oh, and I had to work during that
and
sunshine.
my and that helped improve my mood because man, my mood. So for anybody coming back, because I know we only have about an hour, and I don't usually go on too much more than like an hour and a half, because
Mhm.
after about the 90-minute mark, you start to get a little drained, unless you're just chit chatting and
Sure.
shooting the shit. And well, excuse my language, but this is me. Sometimes time flies and you don't realize,
Exactly. That's why I
and
want
you're
to
like,
play
wait a
it
minute,
by
what time
ear.
is it?
But
And hi, Serena. Welcome. And there's just Nancy. Oh, Nancy says we both look fantastic.
I know she had this thingy on, and I had to go get a thingy on, and I'm trying to
I'm a
figure out how I'm
trendsetter
doing.
on the live.
You
Now,
are.
it would be nice if Gerald popped in and said, hey, come on, bring, Miss Sachet, but maybe that'll be
Oh,
for another time. That would be fun. All three of us in our beautiful little
a
tiaras
Beltane
or
checks and
wreaths,
shade.
whatever you want to call them. So, Beltane, for people who don't know, what is it? I came across this lovely little website on through Bain, and it's quite a long read, but as most of it, well, for Beltane is a cross quarter day that marks the midpoint between spring and the summer solstice. So this is technically considered in pagan tradition the first
Sprummer,
day of summer. It's the
Sprummer.
beginning. Did I say scrubber?
No, I said Sprummer.
Oh, sprummer. Yeah.
Spring and
Can't make
summer.
up its mind. So the days are longer. Um, Everything's budding, everything's blooming, and it's Beltane comes from the Gaelic word meaning bright fire. Many earth based cultures had spring festivals they celebrated at this time, which were called many different things. But for the Gaelic Celts, the people who inhabited Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man, Beltane was a fire festival celebrating the beginning of summer. And also, this is considered a fertility festival.
Ooh,
Um,
hey.
Scorpio Mama, hint, hint, wink, wink, fertility celebration. The dancing, if you see people do the dancing of the maypole, that's been kept in tradition. That was one of the traditions the Christian church kind of had the hard time, getting people to stop celebrating. So they turned it into
Really?
I guess, they just call it May Day now instead of Beltane, but it's traditionally dancing around the maypole, which represents, the pole is the male phallus coming
Oh,
into Mother Earth, and impregnating her. And people would take the beautiful ribbons, dance around the pole, celebrating and creating that energy to not only help manifest fertility in their own villages, with their own people, in their own communities, but also for the harvest for the animals. So this was a celebration of celebrating to the gods, the fertility. Let's get, the animals, mating, so and get the harvest and the crops planted, so that hey Sherry, let me know if you want to join us. I sent you a message earlier. If you're up to it, pop on, and you're more than welcome to join Ginger and I. So yeah, this is
oh,
a
we're having a party.
yeah. We'll see. We have a pate. So I'm just looking to see if there was any. The herdsmen would drive their animals through the smoke of the fire. This would be the ritual, and people would take the embers home to light the fires in the hearths in their homes. This was believed to protect them in the months ahead and encourage growth in their animals and in their lives. So, um, and because this is also across the same time from, oh, cool, she's going to join us. Um,
Yay.
I emailed it to you, Sherry.
That way,
So
if I have to go, you'll have still somebody to.
yeah. So because this is across the wheel from Samhain, I just learned this. Beltane is considered also a thinning of the veils. For me, I always thought it was, Samhain,
Only
October
Selwyn, but
31st.
it's Beltane as
But
well.
because of it being that across from Samhain, they're saying that the veils are thin, especially in this article, to connect with the fae and the nature spirits that are in the woods around the villages, and to be able to gift them and to acknowledge them and to appease them and to be respectful of them.
Well, let me segue if I can.
Sure, go right ahead.
I was shuffling my little forest fay, and I had a popper. Where we go? And it says the witch's hair. Cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. So I thought that was interesting when you were talking about the thinning of the veil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need some light. I can't see my cards.
Oh, and there's Septina. And Septina, if you would like to join Ginger and I as well, just let me know and I'll put the link. No pressure. We're just doing a little fun 3 card theme spread for Beltane. We're not going to be very long, about an hour, maybe hour and a half, depending. Sherry's going to be joining
And
us.
how
So
much
if you,
fun we're having. I'm not gonna stop
yeah.
when we're having fun.
Oh, she says we look gorgeous.
Aw, come look gorgeous with us.
Yes. Oh, oh my goodness. She's like gorgeous overload when she puts on her beautiful makeup and her
See, tea
necklaces
leaf
and
oracle.
everything.
I love that.
Oh, she says I look horrible, so I'll stay and chat.
Oh,
Well, let us know. We're
well, I
doing.
have my hairnet head for the
Oh
day.
my God, I had to like run because of my hair being butchered last year by that one
It's been a
hairstylist that
year
I tell
already.
people about. It's growing out now, and it's really growing out bad in some areas. So
Oh,
now I have to like I'm constantly having to put water on and trying to put a bandana on. Thank goodness I had this for tonight. I just dunked my head in the
there
water,
you go.
pulled it up, went like this, put on there, and go perfect.
I need more flowers and stuff in mine. Look at yours.
Well, mine are faded. This is like over 20 years old
I
from my
love
first
yours. It's
Celtic,
very
not
earthy. It's
Celtic,
very me.
my first Renaissance fair that's
Yeah,
still being
it's
held
a
to
good
this
one.
day in Sterling, New York. It's like,
Oh
I
yeah.
think, the oldest running. And Colleen from the Cool Crone, she does readings and has a stand there during the summers too. So
Oh,
if anybody ever in the New York area who lives out that way would love to meet Colleen and even get a reading in person from her, check out
cool.
her website to see when she's going to be there for the Renaissance Fair.
How exciting.
Yeah. Whew. So what we are going to do tonight is a 3 themed card that I found, card spread on Pinterest. I just love Pinterest. I have a whole bunch of boards
Been a
on my
while since I've
phone,
been on
on my
Pinterest.
iPad, and they came up with a 3 card, which is lovely. And the first card represents the seed, which is what you are ready to grow or manifest. The flame card represents the passion that will ignite you. That will, oh no, ignite. Well, ignite, guide you to, seeing your seeds to grow, your manifestation. And the bloom will be your advice, from spirit to help you keep growing them. So, I'll just see if let's see. I know I have Serena in here, so we have Tangi. So if you want, we can go ahead, and start with Tangi's. Nancy, if you would like one, I know you're lurking, but if you want to do a playback later,
We can do lurk
we can do
readings.
readings for you. Um, so first, we're going to go and start with Tangi,
Ooh, Tangy. Thank
and
you,
so.
love. All right. Okay, so
And I know my shuffling can sometimes get loud, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute
Jackie
myself.
makes fun of me, but it was my table and I got a cloth, but it's still loud, so I'm trying to.
I haven't used these cards in a while. They're big, they're thick.
What
I
are
have
you using?
several, but I will be using to start, the Colette Baron Reads The Good Tarot.
Oh,
I absolutely love the artwork in this one.
me too.
Hi, Ivana. Hello, hello, hello. If you want to join us, let us know. If not, that's okay. You can hang out and chat. We are doing 3 card readings, based on Beltane. They're there scrolling at the bottom. So if you would like one, look like a 3 card read, let us know. And okay, I see Serena. I knew Serena was going to be right out the gate. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just mark Nancy. And if anyone hears a strange yowling in the background, my cat Ziva, when she picks up her prey off the floor, she does this really loud yowl, like, Mommy and Daddy, here's my prey, So if she gets too loud, I'll have Shan take it away from her. It's funny. When she lived outside, she used to bring us, sticks and pieces of paper, ribbons, and within a couple of days, we have a pile by the door to the
Oh,
house.
okay. I
You know.
lost my card that I had.
Okay. So Heather will keep quiet. I'm hanging out tonight. She would love a reading. So okay, Miss Ivana. And also, we will be, Ivana and I will be doing our full moon. We're back, and we'll be doing our full moon, reading, this Friday at 7.
Yeah, I have 5 weeks left of school, and then I'm going to try to be tending to YouTube a little more and doing more readings.
Very cool. I know I missed your one with Deanne the other day, but it's just during the week with my appointments and trying to work on art projects and then trying to, oh, you know, get life put together. I can't make them all. Um, so Tangi, the seed card, what you are ready to grow. And it's the perfect card. It's the 8 of Earth. So this is the card of creation. So you're in creation mode, very similar to, the cards I started getting for your birthday yesterday. Um, the cello, the music. I love how that deep,
Oh, one of my favorites in
vibrating
that deck.
connection to the earth. So you have the 8 of Earth. You are in the process of harmonizing, or you are strumming, you're vibrating. I'm trying to find the right word with the cellos because they're so very deep, they're very earthy.
Yes.
You can feel the deep vibrations of Mother Earth. So that comes through the pentacles, and you're growing and creating, and there's your tree again. for the
Love it.
flame, which is interesting because the passion that will guide you into growing your seeds is actually the Queen of Water. And so the Queen of Water, loving, kind, compassionate, very empathic, very intuitive. Um, that is what will guide you. Your intuition, your gifts, um, your your innate ability to connect with others, but also with your higher self and your guides, and
That's Tangy.
put
Oh,
putting that right into play. Just allowing continue allowing your intuition um, to be that passion, that guiding force, and to bloom. Your advice to keep growing. The star card, making sure, not making sure, but well, you're always in contact with your ET guides, family. And the star card too is also beautiful, like when you wish upon a star. So whenever you might feel down and things are rough, just remembering, like looking outside if you can, and looking at the stars and seeing them in the sky, and just knowing that, and that we're all not alone. So
yeah.
that's my Beltane reading for you.
Awesome.
And here,
Sherry needs the link again.
okay, Sherry, I'm just going to put it in the. I can remember how to do that.
All right. Okay, so the deck I just got today. It was waiting for me when I got home. Sasha Graham's new deck, Witch's Garden. And I thought, how perfect. And then I'm using my little Forest Fae deck. Okay,
Nice.
so the seed. So that's what you're ready to manifest?
What you are ready to grow and manifest.
Grow and manifest. Well, it looks like you're ready to grow and manifest into a new journey.
Ooh.
Okay, what I love about this, I just got this, so bear with me to interpret a new deck here. I cannot see. I need better lighting when I do nighttime readings. Okay, so obviously you have a companion by your side, whether it's a physical companion, or I like to think of it as a spirit guide, an animal guide for you. I love this image. She's happy, she's carefree, and she's just loving life and living life and ready to go on this new adventure. Yeah, she's got, actually, you got more than one guide. I don't know if you could see it. Autofocus. I gotta turn that thing off. Right where my finger is a little angel. No, it's a fairy, of course. It's a fairy. Hey, Sherry.
Hi.
Okay.
Y'all are gonna see me pop up and run in and out for a few minutes while I cook his soup.
Oh, you're fine.
Abscess tooth, so the side of his face is all blown up.
Okay.
So I'm making him soup to eat. Doing the mama thing.
So you're ready to go on a new journey, love. And then for your flame, the passion that guides you into growing your seed, I love that you got the Page of Wands, and she's got a white fox. This is a beautiful card. Excuse me while I lollygag over this. This is beautiful. Okay, so we all know this page is also on a new journey. I don't like my new camera. I don't know what you guys can see, but it's just, but
well,
for
some
me,
people have trouble because of the different reflective, papers and things they put in there. So
there we go. Oh, that's nicer. But I was going to say that fox is electric. He's illuminated. Got a lot of fire and passion, which is funny that it comes in the flame category. She's playing with flame. So she's playing with that creation of her passions. And I want to read real quick. I love what a fox represents here. I made myself a little booklet. The fox's message to you is always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you, which I like that she's making her own resource there with that flame. And foxes are all about cleverness, survival, and being the magician. So I love it. But this white fox, for me, has something more spiritual. It's a more spiritual attachment to that, to your new journey here. And then the advice, 2 cards came out. You have to the greenwood, seek comfort and acceptance and be kind to yourself because you are a unique individual, just as this little creature is. And so you need to be kind to yourself. And this is the Green Witch. It says, connect to the spirits and energy of your local landscape. Seek enchantment.
Nice.
And I see that in both of these cards here, seeking enchantment. And but in your own unique way, because you are unique and special. I love it. I love it. And this, I don't know, I just keep getting attached to this.
I know, that's so her.
I cannot stop looking at that flame all around her, that passion,
that divine flame of, and that's the second card for the flame. That's what the second card is flame. So you got the flame. Flame on, Tangy.
Flame on, Tangy.
So now I have an idea. Now that Sherry's with us, because there's three parts to this. Did we want to each take a seed, a flame, and then a bloom?
It's your show, baby.
Sherry, what do you think of that? Now that you're with us, there's 3 cards that we pull for the spread for the questions. Now that we have 3 of us, do we each want to take 1 card instead of each of us doing 3 cards each?
Okay.
How's that?
That works.
Okay.
So each one of us are going to pull 1 card.
Yeah, we'll go ahead like you know how Jill does the advice. Yeah, and then we switch.
Yeah, it's kind of like tell the story. We each draw 1 card and pull them all up at the same time, and see what the story says.
Maybe that would be fun. And just really quick, we had Flo.
I did that with Septina on her channel one night.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. We had a ball doing it.
So yes, Septina is here with us. We have Flowing popped in, but somebody I have not seen in a while I really want to give a shout out to is Tracy Ralph.
Hi, Tracy.
Honey, I have not seen you.
I was just chatting with her on
really?
Marina's channel earlier. Marina had Debbie Freebird Spirit on.
Cool.
I'm just in love with that name, the Tipsy Tea Leaf.
The Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracle, yes.
I'm all about tea. I'm a tea snob. I
love her Bathtub Chronicles.
Herbal. I mean, I don't drink herbal.
Be right back.
Black teas, and I love loose leaf teas. There's just so much more robust flavor in a loose leaf tea.
Okay. So
all right, so who's doing what?
Our next reading is going to be for Nancy. So you will take the seed. You'll pull a card for seed, which is what you are ready to grow.
Okay.
I will pull the flame card, the passion that will guide you.
Okay.
And Sherry will pull the bloom card, which is your advice to keep growing what you are trying to manifest.
Okay. What's the question?
Well, it's a 3-card spread for Beltane. So
okay. Well, I'm going to use my my Witch's Wisdom deck then.
Ginger's going to be doing the seed card, what you are ready to grow or manifest. I'm going to pull the flame card, which is the passion that will guide you into manifesting. And the blue card is the advice from the universe to keep growing, to keep going at
it.
That little boost from the universe.
Gotcha.
And then we can switch it up as,
Yeah.
Tracy, would you
look what I got in the mail today.
Oh boy, you and your rebel decks. She's going to be trouble. I know it. Septina, let us know if you would like cards. And also Tracy, let us know. Tangy said, thank you so much, ladies, and all hugs. I'm sorry to Reed and Dash, but I'm watching the Vogue Met Gala. Imagining she's there, so enjoy.
Hi, Tangy.
Have a good evening, hon.
Okay. Now we're reading for Tipsy Tea Leaf?
Nope. We are reading for Nancy.
Nancy. Okay, dear
Yes.
Nancy.
She's lurking.
Okay, what is Nancy ready to
Oh, I'm doing
plant
the
and
flame for her.
grow?
Passion that will guide Nancy to manifesting her
Okay.
seed.
Ooh. Shall I just go when I'm ready or wait for
Yep,
everybody?
here. Yep. No, just
Okay.
let me know, and there you go.
Okay, interesting. Okay. All right. So I have the Emperor card.
Oh,
You're ready to grow your own kingdom. You have your own sacred space to flourish in, and you have guides. And I want to read. I've created this little booklet on animal totems. And full disclosure, it came from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And I love when an animal comes up in a tarot card. I want to see what the totem of the animal means. And so the hawk, there's a hawk on his shoulder. And I do believe, well, let me read it first. I think I know who this hawk is. I think you would too. Okay. The hawk is about clear sight and focus. It's about a higher purpose and a message from spirit. The spirit is sending messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities. Excuse me.
oh, don't choke to death.
I know. I should have taken a sip of water first.
Yep. Sip, sip. Everybody, remember your sips in chat too.
Okay. So, okay. So, what seed are you planting right now that's ready to grow? I think is your spirit. I mean, you've always been a wonderful, spirited, lovely being, but I think now your wings are starting to spread so that you can fly. And being the emperor in here, you know, you're definitely divinely guided by your loved one. um, and so you can create your own kingdom now with him as your guide. And so that's your seed for tonight. I'm so sorry.
Okay, go right ahead. I'll be next. So, Nancy, I got the Hanged Man in my deck. And so it's that suspension. It's that time. This is going to be for your flame, which is the passion that will guide you. And it's going to be guiding you is learning how to, according to her book, I love this, surrender. It's time to let go of attachments to how I thought things had to be. I am called to surrender and to wait to see how things play out. So whatever it is that you're manifesting, it may take a while. It may require you to let go of a few things that no longer serve you. Um, I know that this has been a very difficult year for you so far, and this is pretty much a time of readjusting, taking a look at
You're
life
welcome,
now,
baby.
moving on, and so this is just letting you know that it's okay to let go and basically let the universe, let Goddess, let God,
Mm-hmm.
whoever your higher power is, and just to surrender everything that you that's holding you down, that's weighing you down, and just to be gentle and patient with yourself. So that's my card for you, and then I'll go over to Sherry for
All
your
right.
healing
Well,
card.
since y'all can tell, I just got home from work. I look like I ran a marathon. Um, since I'm doing what Spirit is giving, I guess it's kind of fitting. I pulled Familiar Guardian, which talks about don't be afraid to ask for assistance. Reach out to those around you. Pay attention to the animals in your life and what they may be trying to tell you. But more importantly, reach out to other people and say, hey, I'm having a bad day, or I need a hug, or I just need somebody to talk to and vent. Um, that's the most important thing is to reach out to others. That's what Spirit is letting you know. Reach out to others. There's a whole community here that are ready to, wrap you up in virtual hugs and and listen and let you cry it out if necessary.
Mhm.
And that's what friends and family are
Yeah.
for. So take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's
And
all.
that's it. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, ladies. Okay. So, yeah, take a couple deep breaths. We're in no rush. Sure. I keep hearing a little jingling. Is that Manu with the
Yeah, she's be bopping around here somewhere.
so cute. I keep hearing the jingle. I don't know if it's
She smells food and she doesn't quite
know
get where
where
it's
it is.
coming from.
Ginger, do you have fur babies?
Me?
Ginger, do you have fur
Oh,
babies?
yes, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
Mm.
I have 2 dogs and 1 cat.
I'd
And I
like
have
to
2
add
cats.
something to my card here,
Sure.
Nancy, if you're still listening, because what caught my attention is this is an emperor that has a braid. And I know in the American Indian culture, a braid was very important. And I just
Yes.
looked it up. A braid is a symbol of strength, wisdom, and or something that reflects their identity. So I don't know if that would mean something to
Wow,
you,
that's beautiful.
but
Yes.
that the sign of the emperor too, the strength and the wisdom. But
And that's
that
one of
caught
the
my
reasons.
attention, and of course I had to look it up.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why back in the day when native children were taken in and they would get their hair cut, by the mission
The
or whoever it
missionaries.
was that would
Yeah.
take them in. It was such a devastating thing for
Yeah,
them
It
yeah,
was a sign of
because it was
disrespect.
taking
especially
away
among
their
warriors.
identity and their
Hmm.
strength,
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, definitely the identity right there. So,
yeah.
our next read will be for Serena.
Serena.
I've been reading a lot for you lately, Serena. Oh, look
ooh,
who popped!
she's a
Oh,
busy
real
girl.
quick.
Hey,
Uh,
Kristen.
we had Nancy says, "Thank you, ladies. A beautiful reading with such good advice. You're welcome, sweetheart." And Kristen Louise.
Hi, Kristen.
And Kristen, I sent you an invite earlier too. So if you ever get the inkling, the tinkling, or
No tinkling allowed, not on
well,
screen.
well, the tinkling of bells, like ooh. So this time, well, see, Sherry's at the top. Sherry, you can do the first card, which will be the seed, which is what you are ready to grow. Ginger, you can be the flame, the passion that will guide Serena guiding her into what she wants to manifest, and I'll do the
Okay.
bloom, which is the advice to keep growing.
Let me switch to the
No
right deck.
tinkling. Well, I didn't mean yeah. Like they say, the tinkling of bells, but no, nowadays words have double meanings.
You're
So
catching me after a long day of wasted time doing my job. But I didn't get very much of it done because I spent half the day playing hostess, and I hate doing that crap.
yeah,
So,
because you got to be on your feet all day and with your back. I can't imagine what your back is
well,
like,
and
ladies.
haul the food up and down 3 stories and clean up. And
They should have students there doing,
well,
volunteering
this
work to
is
help you.
for interview clients. We've got interview candidates coming in for faculty, and they kind of get the red carpet treatment when they show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we pay for their airfare, their hotel, their food, everything.
Hey, can I play for a job?
I'm telling you. It's like nobody offered me that when I applied for the job. They're like, yeah,
Please.
you're not a PhD. I was like, oh, well, I guess that ended that thought. But, and that was today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. 3 days in a row, we got to do this crap. Okay. What was the question again?
You are the seed card, which is what you are ready to grow. What you are ready to grow and or manifest, basically the same thing. But this is the seed.
Oh, I drew for you the Ace of Pentacles. So you've got some abundance coming your way, some really good things headed your way. Um, this is when things kind of fall into place. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. It could be abundance in love. It could be abundance in um, those around you that are there to help you take care of things. It could be an abundance in friendship. Uh, there's, I mean, just numerous ways you can look at that. But this is a very, very positive card, a very good card. It tells, yeah, I mean, new ventures, new career, new opportunities. You pretty much you work on what you want, and you're going to see it come to pass.
Mm, okay, thank you. Ginger,
Mhm.
flame, the passion that will
Okay.
guide you.
I've got the Wheel of Fortune for you, love.
Ooh.
I like this. Okay, so within this Wheel of Fortune, it talks about cycles.
Mhm.
So, the cycles when you're in the down cycle, there's a fox here, which will let me think that during these cycles that are lower, slower on the down is your time for pause and to be clever about your plans, your next steps, what you want to do. We have the snake here, and that's all about shedding that old that does not, no longer serves you. And then we have the owl, so about that ancient wisdom, for you to draw upon that ancient wisdom during these, especially the up cycles. Know that you are divinely guided in what you're doing and what you're being blessed with, and to keep that connection between you and your spirit guides, and trust in your instincts, and just be clever about all that you want to create.
There, nice. Okay, so for me, Serena, I'm going to take a little bit of a back step, but this everything like
Cycles.
Serena's cycles, like Ginger said, you have a cycle that you're going to go through, and moving forward for the Bloom card, this is the advice from Spirit to help you keep growing. There is I got the here. Let me put this up here. I got the 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups, and it's time to release. There is you're going to be needing to release grief. Um, there is sadness that will and or well, I believe it already exists from past readings and what you've shared with us. Um, like a sadness to rise and fall, up and down like a wheel, like the wheel of fortune, the ebb and flow of emotion. Um, so right now, this is just letting you know that it's okay to feel the sadness, but you need to release the grief, and it has to be on your own time. People can't say, "Well, you need to be over it by now." I just took a group that my counselor Kathy ran on grief and loss, and the main thing that is stress and grief and healing is different from everybody. For some of us, it may not take as long as others, but when it comes to grief, we have to process it in our own way, in our own time, and we have to let go too of people saying, "Well, it's been this long, or you need to get over it, you need to move on." Just know that you are in control of your own grief and how you process it and experience it. This card also lets you know that you don't have to suffer alone as well. Like with Nancy's reading, we're all here for you. If you ever need to reach out to any of us, um, I'm just want to look here because I got a feeling that there's a line in this that I need to read for you from here. Here we go. I
Love
surrender
that book.
any resentments to the divine, knowing they can be transformed into miracles. So, moments where we question spirit, why is this happening? Why have you done this to me? What that there are things, it's so hard for us to hear that things happen for a reason. Sometimes they do, and there are times when it is out of our hands. But just knowing that spirit is there and whatever you go through, when you release that grief, those can all be turned into beautiful full pearls. Like you get to the very here, so it starts small and then it grows to a full pearl. That releasing of that sadness and that grief can be brought into a beautiful pearl. And it says fearless inventories lead to liberation. So when you can release that and you sit there and you hold that beautiful pearl, you know that that's yours and that's yours alone, and it represents your strength. And that's where I'll end with my reading.
Hmm.
And I need a sip sip.
Me too.
And Heather, just to kind of add, you were talking about that class you took. Your counselor had you.
It's a
My
workshop.
last semester in college was when 9/11 happened. And I had waited for 3 semesters on a waiting list to get into a sociology class I wanted to take called Death and Dying.
Yeah.
And it was like, how appropriate was it that I had just lost my husband 7 months before. And I finally get in this class, and a month into the class, 9/11 occurred.
Yes.
It was like a double whammy, and that class helped me tremendously. I mean, if
Mm-hmm.
there's any kind of a workshop or a class or anything that helps you deal with grief,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, go for it.
And there are some places, depending on where you live, where these groups are for free, or if they're through health insurance, they can be covered. For me, I was very lucky that where I get my mental health um, is offer my insurance covered at New York State, even though we have our ups and downs, takes very good care of their residents when it comes to being able to get them the medical attention that they need. Sometimes it's not always the best, but at least it's in place. And it's if you look in your local neighborhood or your community, looking for classes that offer CBT or
Even a
DBT
local
courses,
church, you know.
church. Well, I don't know. Well, I,
I
I
mean, you may
I'll
not
say yes for
ascribe to that
church, but you
religion,
have
and it
to.
could be any religion, but I've seen
Yeah.
synagogues offer
Hmm.
counseling classes for grief. I've seen
We
Muslim
can call that
mosques offer counseling classes for grief,
libraries,
so
any place in the community where
yeah.
I would recommend. Kathy's group was for about, I think, 7 or 8 weeks, and each week we had things to read. We got to share, and it does help. I mean, I had people in my group that had suffered the loss of children, you know, and not just loss of death or dying. It's feeling like, for me, losing myself, with my illness, trying to find out who I am. There were people there who were just trying to process the loss of a divorce. They had just gone through a divorce. So grief is very different for everybody. And if you can find any place in your local community that offers a workshop, even if it's just one day, um, for me, and out to entertainment purposes only. I'm not a healthcare professional. This is only my advice, but I do recommend looking, into your community if you need some
Yeah,
sort of
there's
assistance.
a lot of community groups that offer that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, there are a lot of, especially if you're either in a big city or maybe close to a bigger city, where there are people there that will uh, just community groups that will get together and offer, because no two people grieve the same.
Yes, we're all very different.
It, very
We are not cookie cutter. And like Kristen Louis said too, they do hold death cafes now that lockdown is over. They started up again, and I'll be going to one in July. So those
Oh,
are
how
those are fun.
interesting.
Those can be fun, and it helps relieve. Um, but yeah, there's lots of different things in your community. And again, Serena, we're here if you need to talk. Uh, and I just saw Patricia pop in. Hello, Patricia. Thank you for
Hello,
joining us.
Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Um, Now I know it's 9:15. So I will get to the next question. Ginger, let's
Okay.
see. Next one is Ivana. She would like the 3 card. So I'm in this position now. So I will do the seed card. Sherry, you
Okay.
can do the flame, and Ginger, you can do the bloom.
Awesome.
And for all my lurkers who haven't said hello yet, they're just hanging out. Thank you for being here. I probably have a couple friends in
Thank
there that
you.
can't quite say hi, and I appreciate you being here and supporting. Hilda Flores, hello. Hola. Happy Beltane. Tracy here said she did palliative care for 3 decades, and I agree these classes and support groups are valuable. Yes, they are. She's here. Hello, Vanna. Okay, so I have to be quiet now and focus and shuffle because I'm the first card. Everybody will be waiting for me.
Talk amongst yourselves.
See what you are ready to. Oh, I feel something good coming up for you, Ivana. I mean, good for everybody, but Ivana's been really tapping into the big guns and energy, and I'm kind of feeling it. So, alrighty, let me just get my page here because I like having her thoughts and perspective. So for the C card, what you are ready to grow. Here, let me go ahead and so Ivana, the chariot. You are in control. You are moving forward. You know exactly what it is you want. You're going for it. The card in her deck, she calls this victory. That's her main title, and it says here, everything I have worked for, including the obstacles I have faced and overcome, is now part of this time of victory. I have learned to see all aspects. Here, let me put this back up here so you can see the card. I have I have learned to see all aspects of my life as essential to my growth. I have fallen, but now I am risen again to live freely and truthfully, fearlessly and skillfully. So this heading right out the seeds you're planting, working with the Akashic records, getting your channel going, connecting more, working with Cheryl and her classes. You're just taking charge of what it is that you want, and you're going forward with it. And I love this beautiful balance between, there's no straining, there's no, oppositions. They're just working together beautifully, and you're just sitting there, relaxed, confident, and just ready to move forward. So wonderful. Now, who is the flame again? That's we, Sherry. Okay.
That's me. Okay, I drew for you Witch at the End of the World. And it's, what does it say on the bottom here? An important end, a new beginning. Basically, what this card denotes is when it comes up, it's saying that your life is in a rearrangement. There are things that are being rearranged around you. Things are ending, other things are beginning, and don't stress about it. Simply reach out and embrace the changes and let it flow through you, around you, within you. Um, Take some time to sit alone and just kind of contemplate, meditate, whatever you do, um, for what direction it is that spirit is pointing you in now, because some things are ending and some things are beginning. So you want to make sure you're facing the right direction. And we're reading for Ivana, right?
Yes.
So you're already
Yes.
doing a bunch of new stuff and whatnot. So I have yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is cool. I never pulled this one before, so I actually had to look it up. I was like, I don't know what that one means.
Woohoo! Ivana brought it out of the pile.
I'm telling you.
Alrighty. And for Ginger, the balloon card, your advice to
Okay.
growing.
So I used the Forest Fae on this one because it's a perfect for advice cards. And we've got take pride in yourself. So all that you're doing right now, all this magic that you're creating, take pride in your journey and and really dig deep on who you are and bring all that magical you forward, because you have a lot to offer the world right now. And I had to pull a second one. I hope that's not cheating too much, because this said
No.
spiny sister. She needed a sister to echo what she was talking about. And this one happens to say, cast spells of wonder and delight.
Ooh.
So, with all that I'm hearing you're creating, because I don't
Mm.
know you, and I'd love to subscribe, but you have a lot of magic within you that needs to come out into the world, and you need to, um, you know, what's the words I'm looking for? To It's okay to be proud of yourself and proud of your accomplishments, because it's an equal exchange of energy with the world. What you have to offer is a lot of love and light, and that's what the world needs right now. And it's okay to feel good
And
in your
that's
heart
her.
space about that. Is it?
When you
Feel-
read with Ivana, you're on with Ivana, she's just, and Sherry can agree, she's just bubbly, she's laughing,
I
she's
just
just
feel so much
very
light
kind.
coming, and I'm getting
Hmm.
so many chills coming from my whole head, like a starburst, and I feel that's her. And so,
That's very much her.
Yeah, because
is it? Yeah.
she's really
She
tapped into the
literally
Akasha.
beams. I mean, you can see the light and the joy literally coming out of her.
Yeah.
It's awesome to watch.
Make sure you enjoy that process, because that's just the spark that keeps you going, to keep you fulfilling your journey and your life's purpose. So keep that going. So
Yes,
that's
Ivana.
my
Oh,
blooming
thank
advice to you.
Thank you. Beautiful messages for everybody. And
Yeah.
Ivana is going to be, we're going to be back on Friday. Interesting, Cinco de Mayo too that day.
Oh,
We're going to be doing full moon readings.
oh, I love
So,
it.
yeah.
Well,
So she,
that's right. The full wow, it's Cinco de Mayo. It's a full moon. It's the first Friday in May. So, and the Kentucky Derby's on Saturday. Yay!
oh, oh. Someone likes horse
I
races.
love to watch the horses run. I don't gamble. I don't bet on them, but I got to see Secretariat run, and it just like,
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
yeah.
Whoop.
Um,
Yeah.
and that was back in what, 73, I think it was 74. And
Oh, my goodness.
yeah. And
So,
he broke records that no horse has still not broken.
I just feel bad for the horses and what they do a lot to them, though.
Yeah.
Like with the greyhounds and stuff. For me, I,
Well,
like doping horses and things and stuff.
yeah, they've
So it
gotten really
can be
strict
very
about that
dark.
now. They test them, and they've gotten really, really
I
strict.
hope so, because they used to be abused
He was
greatly.
a unique horse because his heart was literally twice the normal size of a heart of a horse, and that's why he was able to run the way he was. He broke world records in time and speed, and when there's
TK,
only a handful of horses that have
hey
won
girl.
the Triple Crown, all three races, the Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. And he won the Belmont. He not only won it, he won it by 20 something links in like
Wow.
under 2 minutes. That they were saying that, I mean, people that, as we watched, people were like, this can't be real. I mean, this is supernatural almost. He was an amazing horse. But
Okay.
I was
So
really into horses at that age.
our next reading is going to be for Satina, the Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracle, and the
Oh,
positions just keep changing naturally after we're each done. So, Ginger, you will be the seed card. I'll be the flame, and
hey.
Sherry will be the bloom.
Okay.
I'll be the what? Oh, I'm the bloom. Okay.
You'll be the bloom, and Teresa
All right.
TK popped in, giving her hugs. So, hugs back, girl. Thank you for hanging out.
Okay. I already have a complaint about this new deck. I've already
Here,
messed
let me
up
put you on the
the.
big.
Oh, it doesn't take long before I mess
Oh,
mine up.
wow.
I've never had a deck mess up that fast.
Either they're so thick and stiff
These are
that you
so
can't
super
shuffle them.
thin.
Or
They're
sometimes there's
wonderful to shuffle, but I'm just marking them up. Right here.
so wait a
What
minute, which one am I
seed
again?
are
I'm the
you
flame.
ready
Okay.
You're the flame. Yeah.
Now I got that Cheap Trick song in my head from the 80s.
What you want? I want you to want me.
No, the flame. They did that.
I'm just
They
kidding.
had that ballad.
Oh,
Their powerhouse
I
hit.
love Cheap Trick so much.
But
Okay,
I
dear.
like that song
Okay.
too.
Seeds.
I want you to want me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now.
All right.
It's a good
So,
song. If I'm gonna get stuck, that's the one.
okay.
Okay, go ahead, Ginger.
Yes, I had a popper or a flipper actually. This one flipped out, man. Okay. The seed you are planting and ready to manifest are your dreams come true. We've got the Nine of Cups.
I like that
Look at
picture.
that. She's holding that seed in her hand. She's
Perfect.
manifesting it right now. So if there's a dream, I know you may have many dreams, but pick one. Do everything you can to manifest that into being. Focus on it. Put it into a ball of light and focus on it and watch that light get brighter and brighter. That's your dreams growing and growing. And just take your dreams step by step, one step at a time, and enjoy the process of nurturing that dream as you would a seed. You nurture your seed, you water it, you feed it, you watch it grow. And this being green, that's very earthy, but it's also, abundance as well. And in this image, she's coming from under the bridge. So it's like, come out of your hiding space and let the world see you and what you can do and what you have to offer and manifest that. Here we go. That's the seed.
So for the flame, more water. We have a lot of water cards tonight. So I have the
Yeah.
messenger of water. So automatically the first one here is would be basically the Knight of Cups. So it's somebody who is in love with love. They are very romantic. They see life very romanticized. Um, let's see, seeing the best in others. This is Septina. Um, she how can I say this? I mean, I've known what Septina now. I think I've known you for 6 months, but you are very with the water again. It's the not just they have chivalry on here too, but it's just that heightened emotional awareness. You're extremely intuitive, but yet you're also very empathic. You're very in touch with what other people are feeling. You're very aware of trying to make sure people feel comfortable, they feel loved, they feel welcomed. This is oh, I heard that. Meow. Did you hear that, Mozzie? Did you hear me? No, no. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, she's
um,
somewhere. I
so
hear her,
there's
but I don't see her.
for the messenger of water, it says here, I need to look for the best in others and honor it even when it seems a challenge to do so. So if you've been well, Septina releases a lot of videos and she shares her stories about what she's going through with tenants in her building and with people in her life.
Mm.
Her bathtub,
Yeah, I
her
love her
bathtub
bathtub
musings and things.
tabs.
So for Flame, this is the passion that continues to guide you, the love of that compassion for others, the empathy for others, and of course water, your intuition, your beautiful abilities to be able to be in touch um with guides, with spirit, and um I'm just looking here to see if there was anything else, and this just popped up at me, and the knowledge that I am a part of all love, which takes many forms, each exquisite in its own way, and that's definitely you. You
Oh,
see that in everybody. You see the exquisite beauty and light in everybody that you welcome into your chat and on your channel and when you read. So I'll end with that.
that's the card that made me buy that deck.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
It takes a little while to get used to because she changes out the names of some of the major arcana and some
I
of the
read it
images, and
almost
I'm
oracly,
like,
even.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
do a lot too. Yeah. So Sherry Bloom, your advice to keep growing.
The bloom. Okay. I pulled for you the witch's hat. Power.
Or, mhm.
And it says, you are more powerful than you think. Enforce authority. Someone is trying to influence you. Walk away from those who do not serve your highest interest. Reclaim your self power. Investigate your past lives to heal fears of persecution. The hat is a visual representation of the cone of power, which creates higher wisdom. Um, it says here that the witches of Subishi from China in 3 BCE were discovered in graves wearing 2-foot long black conical hats with a flat brim. So even the Chinese are aware of the power that the hat brings. There she is right behind me. What you doing, little girl? So
Oh,
reclaim that
hi,
power.
Erwin.
You know that you're powerful. Come on, come here. Reclaim your power. Come on. And
Hey,
don't
beautiful
let
you.
anybody try to put you under their thumb, which I don't think they would get away with that. I know you now, but sometimes you got to be a little bit more forceful. Okay, you are in a bad spot right there. Yes, you are.
Aw. Hi,
Wow.
Miguel.
Say hello to everybody.
Hi, the beautiful.
Say hi
Alfonso
there.
had his full and he left.
Say hi there. She's
Oh,
getting so big.
I know. I remember when she was just a little kitten.
Yeah, when I used to be able to fit her in my hand.
Yeah. Aw. Alrighty. So she says thank you,
And
ladies.
Lewis is her person.
She
She
gets
chose her people, and that was Lewis. That's her.
yeah.
She loves his beard. She just wants to rub all over his beard.
Aw. She and Septina says, I guess I'll have to wear my bowler hat in the bathtub musing.
There you go.
So our last request for a card tonight, and we're at an hour and a half. Are you okay,
I'm so
Ginger,
good.
for one
Yeah,
more?
yeah.
So this will be our last one.
Okay.
Then maybe we can do a general, for a collective for everybody if feel
Okay, I
like
got to
getting
read
up
now.
direct.
You got to get out.
So the next one will be for Tracy, and you're the seed, Sherry. So seed for Sherry,
Oh,
flame for. We end up right where we started. I think.
Oh, yeah, we do. Do we?
I think so.
well, I think one off because I started out as the
I
bloom,
started seed. Yeah, I started.
Okay.
and so
I
close.
keep thinking of Flame with Ginger because of her red hair. I'm like, oh, she's perfect. She's the flame.
But I was popping in and out of on
Mhm.
y'all. So okay.
Who's this for?
This is for Tracy Ralph.
Tracy.
Yes.
Tracy.
I haven't read for Tracy in so long. So good to see her in
Yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Okay, well, I am using the Oracle of Shadows and Light, which is a really cool deck. I've only used it a couple of times, so when I draw your card, I'll have to take a moment to read on it. If it doesn't just kind of smack me in the face.
We don't want it to smack you too hard in the face. We don't want you to get hurt. We're like,
Yeah,
after
no,
you
I
got
heard
others,
enough. I don't
want
need to
someone
add
get
to
hurt.
it. I hurt enough. I don't need to add to it. That's for
No, you
sure.
don't.
Okay, look.
Yeah, my card just jumped right out. So
Well, this one kind of jumped out of the deck as I was trying to finish up shuffling there. Let's see, what does it say?
if I keep scratching my nose, everybody's Mozzie's shedding. He's getting his summer. He's releasing the winter coat, and all that extra fur is getting up in my nose. So I apologize for all the.
Okay, yeah, I'm same way, man. My nose been running nonstop. Okay, I pulled for you.
Oh, let me. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh,
There you go.
okay, there we are. Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. And the message is a deeply
Nice.
emotional, energetic shift, akin to that of a powerful full eclipse, is taking place in your life right now. There could be revelations, scandals, and truths being told. And you may feel the urge to change what you eat, how you look and dress, how you express yourself, what classes you take, who you hang out with, and and what you thought you might want to do with your life. So, as the seed, what I'm seeing here is that, like an eclipse, you're being told that there's big change coming. So, take this time to embrace whatever is new and exciting in your life that maybe you haven't done before or haven't thought about doing before, and then follow that through, because you may be greatly surprised at what you find on the other end, because it could be something that you didn't even realize you've always wanted. And don't worry about the retrograde. I know it started today, but it's
It only started today.
yeah, there's another retrograde. Mercury retrograde started today.
Oh, I thought it started.
I don't know. It seems like we've been in a
I
constant
feel like it started
retrograde.
last week.
Yeah. Unless it's another planet, you know.
I
8
don't know
hours.
which one. I just heard someone saying earlier this morning another retrograde started today, and I thought, oh great, no wonder I feel so crappy. But don't let that stop you. Okay, you got it going, girl. Just follow through on some things you've never done before, and you might be greatly surprised at what you find at the end of the rainbow when you get there. Um, let that seed flourish.
Very nice. Now she said started on the 21st of May, or did you mean April, Tracy? I'm just curious. So we just started May. So
Yeah.
all right. Let me just take
Well, I'll
that
tell you
there.
what's at the end of the rainbow is sunshine.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a
Okay,
pretty
the
card.
passions that will for you watching your seed grow. This the sun card for me is all about that light after the darkness. So after the clouds have cleared away, here comes the sun. And in this particular card is interesting because there's a mirrored image here. So because at first I'm thinking the passion that's going to keep you going will be like a partner of some sort, best friend or your partner, but someone who's going to mirror you and somebody who's going to have the same values, the same insights, the same adventurous nature. And so I think the passion that's going to get you started on this seed to get you going is a partner in crime, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody for you to have fun with, somebody who's going to cheer you on. There's a style in this card, which I love that image because sun. So remember the sundial. You see the cycle of that sun from each day to day. Just saying, enjoy each day, day to day. Enjoy your life day to day. And when you enjoy the process, it makes that end treasure that much more valuable to you.
Nice. And mine's just going to go right in with. It's just going to flow right into there. So that other person that is going to be connecting with you, Tracy, is the Emperor.
Awesome.
And of course, with the Sun card, who do we have? We have Leo, who is, associated with the Sun. So with the Emperor, what I love what it says right here is I have the strong confidence that this card suggests. Oh, I can have the strong confidence. Well, you already do have it. Dealings with institutions like banks, governments, or schools are also highlighted at this time. So, whatever it is that you're planting or wanting to manifest by the bloom stage, your advice is that you're going to keep growing to remain confident. You're going to be coming in with the contacts that you need, whether it's for financial, um, government, whether it has to do with school, but somebody of a in a place where they can help you, that are from a place of authority, not just yourself, but in a place where, like a bank or something, or even a friend who has that sense of, you know, how they say the I'm getting the jack of all trades, master of none. So you may
Mm,
have friends that have all this insight, this different knowledge, different things that they can help you with that could guide you to exactly who it is that you need or what you need to do to manifest. So this is a perfect card, beautiful card to end it.
Stop that.
You're right there. You're taking charge. You're in control. Leo, the sun, the strength, everything's shining really brightly. So
absolutely.
that was a perfect ending.
Hey,
And
Tracy. Go, Tracy.
yeah, go Tracy, go Tracy, go
It's your
girl,
birthday.
go
It's your birthday,
girl.
Tracy.
It's your birthday. So Arwen the Gray said it was Pluto that went into retrograde today. So
Okay.
Mercury and Pluto are in retrogrades right now.
I don't know what that means. I just know it's not good.
Well, I know that Sloan Bella did pop on with the live earlier, and she knows all about the houses and astrology inside and out, and she talks about that kind of energy. So I'll probably go catch some of that later. But
Yeah.
well, we are at 9:43. Didn't keep you too late, Ginger. Thank you for
I'll be all
joining
right.
us. Thank
I
you,
always
Sherry,
try to
for
make 9 o'clock my bedtime, which means
yes.
start winding down, and I usually don't get into bed
I
till
get in
It's like,
bed by midnight. I'm doing good.
yeah,
and then she's got to be up at
And I got
5
to
in
get
the
up at
morning.
5 a.m. every day.
yeah. I usually get up around 4:20, but I get to sleep in this week, so which
So for
means 4:45.
So for everybody coming in a little bit later, I'm sorry we couldn't pull cards, but there are going to be probably a lot of lives this week because of Beltane and people having their regular guests. So please check out
How about quick collective? Pull a card.
a
Each
quick
of us pull
collective.
a card.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't want to keep you any longer.
that's
I was
okay.
going to.
Let's do a collective for those who came in
Okay.
late.
All righty.
I'll be the Bloom advice this time.
And just
Now
as we're getting
Gerald
ready to
shows
leave,
up.
who look shows up?
Hey, Gerald.
Perfect timing. Walks in just like Elizabeth Taylor. Walks in like, hello, everybody. I am now here.
Fashionably late. Fashionably.
Fashionably. So I'll be the seed then, and Sherry,
Mhm.
you can be the flame, and Ginger be
Woohoo!
the bloom, and it'll be for collective. This
That
I'm
works
weekend is
for
ready.
also
me.
Charles' coronation, right? And I don't know. I don't care. Not to be disrespectful
I'm
to
gonna
you.
watch it. Well,
I'm just not.
except for when the derby's running, but I'll probably like
I've had enough of the
save it
monarchy.
in my watch later, and I'll watch it later on. Because I mean, how often do you get to see a coronation? The last one I wasn't born yet, so
No, I think it needs to come to an end. The monarchies and the oligarchs and all this other stuff.
Mm.
It's time for people to. But that's a different show, right?
amen to that. Yeah.
So that would be a different show. Um, so for the seed, I'll go first while everyone's still shuffling. I got two of water, two of cups. So I'm going to pull my card here because she always has little lovely extra quotes that she adds to her cards that I love. So I love that. Two beautiful little goldfish swimming around together.
Her
So
guidebook's awesome. I
harmonious
love that.
partnerships, loving and lasting relationships. So this is relationships between either yourself or with others. Together we explore what is and might be. So for me, with this being Beltane, and Beltane being the time of the celebration for the feminine and the masculine, it's a fertility holiday. So this can fit right into that vein too. So this could be you working with your personal self. It could be working with your masculine and feminine and getting them in balance, or it could also be a relationship with an individual to celebrate the fertility rites of this holiday. So for whatever it is, the seed that you're wanting to plant is harmonious relationships,
Mm,
loving and lasting relationships, and having that also that beautiful connection, like she says here, with all expressions of divine love.
love it.
So
Love
that's,
it.
yeah, that's beautiful. So,
Perfect.
and let's see, who is the flame? Okay, that's Sherry.
Lemon Sherry.
That's
Yep.
me, flaming cherry. I usually just flame out, but
Hey, Allison. Thanks for popping in.
And Gerald's here too.
Yep, Allie and Gerald.
Okay, I pulled spell manifestation. That seems to be the perfect card to go with flame.
Mm,
You're going to
Mhm.
get out of it what you put into it.
Nice.
So start manifesting like a demon, man. Just start manifesting. Write it down. Do whatever feels right for you. Start journaling about things that you want, things you want to do, or things you want to have. Or, I mean, I'm still manifesting the hell out of waiting for that damn car to show up so I have a decent car to drive. It ain't here yet, but I haven't given up. I'm still working on it. So it's going to drive up in the driveway one of these days.
when you least expect it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just manifest, man. Y'all
Okay, I'm
take the
just
time and work on what you want.
alrighty. So last but not least,
Okay.
Miss
Yeah.
Ginger.
So this will come full circle for us because in the beginning we talked about the veil thinning as well this
Hmm.
time of year. And the card I pulled called is says trust your inner wisdom. And I don't think all of us realize or might not understand that a lot of our inner wisdom comes from our ancestry and our line. And it's what we
Mhm.
remember and what we bring forward. And it's what our ancestors want to teach us. And a lot of that inner instinct is from that ancestral experiences. So that follows us through time after time. Inner wisdom also comes from our guides and angels and fae. So just remember, sometimes that passing thought isn't just a passing thought, it's a message for us to take hold of and pay attention to. But trust our inner wisdom, trust our inner
Hmm.
instinct, and that will help us manifest.
Lovely. Now I have Time After Time by Cindy Lauper in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Every little, I swear, well, growing up, the radio was my friend.
Uh-huh.
We had a lot of
Yeah.
friends, and so
Music's
my
my
hours
life.
were always spent with the radio. So when I
Yes.
hear certain just little phrases here and
Yes.
there, it's like that song will
The
pop right into my head.
the
So
70s was my generation. I mean that was high middle school and high school for me was the 70s. So
yeah,
you plug in any 70s music and I'm bebopping before I'm even aware that I'm hearing it. I mean just
yeah. There's
that the
no
early
music like
80s too.
'70s or '80s anymore. That
Yeah.
was
By the time you
and some
get to like the
'60s.
mid 80s, by that point I had a kid and a husband and a job and I didn't have time for anything.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Hilda, too, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for joining
Thank you,
us again.
Heather and
Thank you,
Sherry.
Jerry.
Thanks for the last
Ginger.
minute invite. I
I
appreciate it.
know. Sometimes I'm a little last minute, but it depends on the energy, my
I
mood
actually
and how
had
the
You
energy
know,
day goes.
tonight. I couldn't believe it. Usually
I
I'm
just
Woo!
I just got home. I had run back up to the store to go get soup for Lewis because of his face is all swollen up. And go get him some Ambisol stuff to put on it. And came back and I saw you were on, so I clicked and it was like, oh wow, who's Astrological Tarot?
That's somebody I met through Gerald's channel. I've seen, so
Oh,
they were lurking, I guess. Thank you for being here too. Happy
hi.
birthday to you as well. Hello, welcome.
You're a new name. I didn't know
And
you.
Sherry came on last minute, so her link is in the description. But I think we all know now who Sherry Voices from the
At
Swamp
Voices from the
is.
Swamp.
But the Ginger is from Ginger Faye Tarot and Divine Musings.
Yep.
Her link is in the description also.
Thank you.
So please be
Thank
sure
you.
to check her channel out. And again,
This was
everybody,
wonderful. Thank you.
yes, thank you.
I had a
appreciate
ball.
you. Me too.
Happy
I always
Beltane,
do.
everyone.
Yes, happy Beltane,
Happy
everybody.
Beltane.
Have a
Yes.
good night.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Faye blessings.